All right, welcome into another edition of the 2023 MLB Draft Show, the Ole Miss edition. We've got Cooper Pratt, the pride of Oxford, Mississippi, joining us today. Cooper, welcome to the show, man. Excited to talk with you. Ian did his due diligence in getting you on the show, and how we doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome, man.
Stoked to have you, man. Man, I'm stoked to have you here today, man. I just want to jump right in and just ask you about your summer. You played pretty much all over the country. I mean, all over the world, we could say, all the way from Boston to Arizona to Dominican Republic. Just talk to me a little bit how your summer went for you and just how everything was.
I tried to play in every single thing that I could play in. A lot of people shut down, like come Jupiter and stuff like that. But I just tried to play in as much stuff as I could, and it turned out to help me more than some people think it hurts you, but it turned out to help me more than I could have thought of.
Yeah, I mean, you were definitely dancing all over the country, internationally too. I should ask this right out of the gates, Cooper, but if you could describe yourself on the baseball field, like what kind of a player are you? How would you describe your game? And then second part, what do you like to do with your spare time? Like, who are you off the baseball field? What are some of your hobbies?
So first off, a competitor, a leader, I feel like. And off the field, mostly more baseball. I mean, I like hanging out with friends, and I go on Ole Miss football, baseball games, basketball games. But most of the time, I just hit with my friends, out with my friends, just hang out with my buddies.
Have you been an Ole Miss guy since as long as you can remember?
No, actually. My parents lived in Florida. They were born in Utah. Then they moved to Florida a while ago. Me and my older brother were born in Florida, and I used to be a Miami fan because I was born in Hialeah, Florida. And then I was a big Miami football fan for the longest time till about like 7th grade, and everyone like made fun of me for it. And then I got offered by Ole Miss, and I was like, oh. And then I committed, and ever since then I've just been like a big Ole Miss fan.
There you go. So now it's just recently.
You can see the
all
Miami in the back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I got my phone, like, it's weird. I turn it one way and it goes the opposite direction. So
So since you committed to Ole Miss, is that something that you've just really leaned into? Like, I want to go to the football games. I want to go to the basketball, baseball games. I just want to kind of take it all in before I get there.
Yeah, I live maybe 10 minutes away from the baseball field, football field, everything. So anytime I have a chance or I'm in Mississippi at the time, I love to go to like the football games, baseball games. But it was hard to go to all the football games because I was always gone. So I only got to go to like 3.
Okay. Well, that makes sense why you committed to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
It's next door.
Smitty, what you got, man?
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your approach to the plate. You've hit velocity as well as anyone in the country this summer. You said you played everywhere, so you saw a ton of guys. Just talk to me about your approach to the plate. Are you hunting fastballs? Is that just something you see better than most? Just walk me through that.
Yeah, I hunt fastballs. I try and get in fastball counts, especially at these showcases and stuff. You're going to get a fastball most of the time just because they're trying to throw it as hard as they can. Yeah. But I sit fastball, try and get in fastball counts, and adjust to curveball. I mean, if it's a strike, I'm going to hit it. If it's a ball, I hope I take it, which most of the time I take it.
I hope I take it.
So I want to dig also into, having been around the country now and you've got the PG hat on. You've probably been exposed to a lot of different tech, hit tracks, blast motion, things like that. Do you enjoy that stuff? Do you enjoy seeing the numbers?
I enjoy it, like the growth, since I like looking at where I was to what I have gotten to. Mm-hmm. I used to run 7.9 or an 8 flat, and I've gotten that down to a 6.7 at PG. I've gotten it faster, not on record, but it's just cool to see all what you've progressed in and see that you've actually gotten better in these certain parts of your game.
Yeah, how about exit velocity? Is that something you subscribe to? Are you a big EV guy?
I've always had the worst exit velocity of everyone at this show. And started to get a little bit better at it. It's not the worst anymore. I'm not like Kemp Alderman at Ole Miss, but
Good pull.
I've improved a lot since last year. Just overload, underload, getting stronger, and now I can hit the ball a lot harder.
There you go.
It shows. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about your defensive profile. A lot of guys see you as a shortstop long term, and if you make it to Ole Miss, there's potential for you to follow up in the footsteps of an All-American who might go top 5 in the draft this year, in Jacob Gonzalez. So is shortstop where you want to play long term, or do you see yourself more moving to third base or sticking as a shortstop?
Shortstop. I've played it my whole life. I know how to play it well. I move well laterally. I got a good first step. I can make the play. I'm just really comfortable at shortstop.
Nice. I got a fun game for you because, you live basically at Ole Miss. You're a big Ole Miss fan. I'm gonna name out 4 or 5 guys, and I want you to say the one word that immediately comes to mind. Cool?
Okay.
You know who I'm gonna start with, right?
Yeah, I do. I have a feeling.
All right, Tim Elko.
Leader.
Jacob Gonzalez.
Dude.
It's a fact.
You might know this one. Wes Burton.
Wes Burton. That was the pitcher, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
No.
That would be the correct word.
You're on it, yeah. We would also took Psycho,
Yeah, Psycho is another good one. So, all right. So, Cooper, what does the next few months look like for you? Big 6'4", 195-pound frame. You obviously talk about getting faster and stronger, but what's your training and development look like before your next season starts up?
I've been working out a lot up in Collierville, Tennessee at Elite Level Performance with John Nelson. He runs It's all about creating more back chain movements, becoming a better athlete. It's not like trying to get bigger, faster, stronger, but not trying to get bigger where you move slower and affects your movement. It's more of becoming the best athlete you can be, and I'm just trying to become the best athlete I can be right now and just train, get better in general.
It's good training. Stay whippy. I need to make shirts that say that. I just thought
Stay whippy.
Of that.
That's a good one.
Stay whippy, man. That would be a sick hoodie to wear.
Anyways,
it would. Sorry. Sometimes I go on these tangents on this show.
Looking forward, let's say you do get drafted in the next 6 months and next summer in the MLB draft. Is there something you're looking forward to from an organization that drafts you that could entice you to sign?
Not really. I just want to play baseball. Whether it be college or the draft, I just want to play baseball.
That's a good answer. I mean, you're definitely going to be playing ball somewhere.
Absolutely.
What's the last 12 months been like for you? Because Cooper Pratt, a name that wasn't necessarily in scouts' homes, like a household name. You weren't on boards yet. And then, you came out this summer and you just kind of blew the doors off of this summer. Now you're, on top 50 boards. You're being recognized all over the country. What's that like for a guy like you?
It means a lot because I've put in so much work my whole life. Like growing up, we used to hit every night. We still hit every night, practiced every night, trained every night. And now people are starting to notice, and it feels really good.
Hard work paying off.
Yeah.
Well, Smitty, what else you got, man?
Just one last question about your last year. Is there one moment that stood out for you? I mean, you hit homers in multiple MLB stadiums. You hit homers in the Dominican Republic. Is there one moment that stood out for you this year?
The perfect game All-American Classic might have been one of the coolest. When I hit the double down the line.
Yeah.
You could just hear the crowd yelling.
You remember who you hit that off of?
Ethan McLevin.
Yeah. He's got it, man.
I used to say his last name.
Yeah.
Vandy
kid.
Right. I got to face him twice. Once in the practice game, and then I got to face him again in the.
You saw it.
Yeah. That stadium is so nice. It made it so easy to see. 94 looked like 87 in that stadium.
We're supposed to have Ethan on soon, and I'm going to tell him that you said his 94 looks like 87.
Don't say
It's already on tape. Cooper Pratt. All right, let's hit you with a couple more kind of off the wall questions. We'll get you out of here. Did you get a chance to do your official visits? How many baseball stadiums have you visited?
Like college?
Yeah.
Oh, I committed way too young to go on official and then I missed my official visit because I was fishing, so I didn't really get an official visit. But I go on like a bunch of unofficial visits just to like the basketball games and baseball games and stuff.
What is the and you can't say Ole Miss. That's the thing here. What's the nicest college campus you've been to outside of Ole Miss?
Shoot, I've been to a lot of campuses. Like college campus or like overall high.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what's the coolest school that you've been to that left a cool mark on you?
High Point University's campus is pretty cool.
Interesting. Good poll. That's a very good poll.
It's kind of weird because it's like outside of the college campus, it's kind of just like country.
Mm-hmm.
And like inside, there's water fountains everywhere. And BYU is really nice, like the mountains and stuff.
Nice.
Or one of those two.
Those are good polls. All right. Second question. You traveled all over the country this summer. What's the best meal that you had?
I love Thai food.
Really?
Yes. I get it all the time here in Oxford, Mississippi, and I get it all the time outside of Oxford, Mississippi. I get the same thing every single time.
Chicken pad Thai guy?
Huh?
What's your go-to?
I like Penang curry. It's so so good.
Good choice.
It's
you don't hear that from many people outside of the West Coast. I've always kind of felt like Thai food is a big Seattle, West Coast shtick. So, I expected to hear barbecue of some sort from you, Coop.
Yeah, I'm different.
There
Thai
you go.
Food. I like that answer. That was good.
That's a great answer.
Yeah,
So you've obviously done a million different Zoom interviews with area scouts and cross-checkers at this point. I'm sure you've sat down and talked to some of those folks. What's the weirdest question you've been asked?
Oof. I don't know if I should say it, but
you don't have to say who asked it.
Okay, well, they're watching. They don't see me.
They're watching.
One scout flipped on the lights and flipped them back on. Flipped them off and flipped them back on and asked me what I thought of it. I didn't really know. I just said on and off, and that was the wrong answer. It was to show like it takes time to build something amazing, or I can't really remember all of it, but it was like it took someone a lot of time to build that, and they failed a lot. That was probably the weirdest question I got, just because I had no idea what he meant when he first did it.
I don't know if anybody would ever get the right answer there.
No, there's no way.
That's tough.
It's too deep for that quick of a thing.
There's no wrong answers, and I answered it, and it just felt wrong after.
That was literal.
Right, last question. We always finish with this question. Cooper Pratt, what is the one random fact that lives rent-free in your brain about anything?
Fact? Man. Avocados are a fruit, not a vegetable.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
We'll take that, that's a good
millennial answer. That's a millennial answer, no doubt.
I'm here for an avocado talk, so I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, me too. Cooper Pratt, the pride of Oxford, soon to be the pride of Ole Miss, possibly soon to be the pride of a big league organization. Cooper, we really enjoyed having you on the show. This was a lot of fun, and excited to see what spring brings.
Thank you for having me.